And we got this scope mounted on this Montgomery Ward 79. This gun had me baffled, as I said in my earlier video. Just didn't look like a Marlin 336. Kept scratching my head. This isn't a Marlin 336. And he bought the mount and the block for the Marlin 336. When I went to put it on, the screws were too big. The blocks fit the holes, but the screws wouldn't go in. They were too big. Luckily, I dug through my old box, old junk mount stuff. Come up with 4 screws to hook it down. Got the blocks on. Could have used a higher set of rings. These are medium rings. I had to take the lifter off of the sight right here. What I'm going to do, I believe when you take that butt plate off, this gun has a screw going up to hold the stock on. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take that butt plate off and I'm going to drop this little piece up into that hole for the bolt and put the butt plate back on so that stays with the gun. If not, it'll get lost or it'll never get back on there. It probably never will get back on there. Since it isn't my gun, I'm gonna, we just got enough clearance there too. I tried everything to slip that under there and leave it on, but I couldn't. But it went on nice, the scope's nice and straight. I don't know, I got worried when I seen that rimfire. This isn't a rimfire rifle, it's a centerfire. Usually when you see rimfire, that means it's a 22 scope. So I'm hoping this holds up. 30-30 got a more of a wallop than you really think. So time will tell, but it's on there, it's straight, it's all tight. I had to flip that one block around in the back there to keep them rings from touching the scope. Right here. It's hard to find where I'm at in this camera. That's why my finger is always pointing the wrong way. I had to flip this around. I had this around the other way and it was hitting on here. Wouldn't let me bring the scope back far enough. Like I said before, it's important to get these scopes right or else you'll get hit in the face when you shoot the gun. I did clean that a little bit. I couldn't help but put a little oil and take my old pot scrubber here. Take that pot scrubber and a little bit of oil. Oil it down, rub it. I only did it real quick. It took a lot off. This gun would clean up a lot better. That handle, I cleaned that a little. I think I'm going to clean that a little more. What confused me on this gun, if you look, when you open the lever, the trigger stays with the lever. You see that? The trigger's with the lever. Now, if this was a Marlin 336, when you open this up, the trigger would still be up here. Now, it's like 3:30 in the morning. I woke up and I couldn't concentrate. For some reason, I kept thinking about this gun. And that trigger drop. You know, I seen that trigger dropping down with the lever last night when I made that video. I'm thinking in my head, you know, Marlin don't do that. But I found out this is actually a westernfield 472, which cross-references over to a Mossberg. A westernfield is a Mossberg. I couldn't find the exact Mossberg number for a Mossberg lever, but maybe they called all their levers westernfield, I don't know. But like I say, this is actually a westernfield 472, I think it was, or 742, it was 472. So I solved that problem. I knew in my head that just wasn't a 336. As soon as I dropped them screws in them hole and they were too big, I going like, something's wrong here. So I went and looked at my Mossberg, my Marlin upstairs, and I seen right away, I'm going, well, who else makes one of these? And I almost had one of these years ago. But it was a westernfield. Okay, like I said, this is all ready to go. We're going to shoot here. I got a bore sight again, but it's ready to go. Other than that, we need a hammer extension there. I forgot to tell them to buy a hammer extension. Because what's going to happen when you cock it, baby, you can't get your finger, you're caught right there. Now this does have the cross safety, so you can actually put the safety on, and if your finger does slip off, you're not going to fire the weapon anyway. So it will keep it on safety. That's the trouble with these lever action. There's been a lot of kids, they start out with a lever action, when they cock it, the hammer's cocked, and they go to let it off. Boom, they blow a car tire out or shoot somebody or something. But like I said, this is ready for bore sight and shoot. And the mystery solved. It is a Mossberg, it's not a Marlin at all. Alright, well it's 3:30 in the morning, I got this together. I woke up, couldn't sleep, this thing was bugging the hell out of me. But mysteries, and this is it, and if you look at these are even a little crookeder than on a Marlin. Marlin, this is straighter. So like I said, we figured out what it is. I'm going to take off the butt plate and shove that little piece up in the hole in the stock and put the butt plate back on so it'll be with it. And we'll call this one done. That look a little finger. I'm even going to look see if I can find a screw for that missing screw. Alright, well, everybody have a good morning. Like I said, it's about 3:30 in the morning. I believe it's a Monday morning, Tuesday morning. Hell, I don't even know. Alright, everybody have a good one.